Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing good today. We are going to have a team wars. It is going to be Uchihas against Phoenix High. Really excited for this war. I don't think I casted them much actually, so really excited for the game. Now we're gonna be putting the name of the players here. So we're gonna have Diadema on the bottom from Uchiha and Nelly on top from FHX. And on my side, I'm just ready to cast. Whenever the teams want to play, they can start whenever they want. As simple as that. No, actually, just before... Yeah, actually, we're gonna start with spectate, but there's one thing I wanted to do. That's pretty quick. Where is this? Hello ZPG. So I just wanted to put some quick information here for people who want to know the stats of the two teams. Uchiha is having 4 wins and 3 losses. So if they get 2 wins, they're in a good spot for the playoffs. And FHX sadly have only 1 win and 6 losses, which is making them unable to go to playoffs, but they can still try to play around the stats of the other teams. If they get some wins, it is going to give the other teams more difficulty to reach playoffs, which is still a possibility for FHX. Now I'm just going to be putting back the chat. That was just for quick information, and I'm seeing a mirror match right off the bat. So Diadema with Star Seraph with Dark Lords, and Neliel does exactly the same. And of course, Destiny draws the skill because it's insanely prevalent. There's no reason they wouldn't play out the skill. No, I mean, indeed they can play the FA version with level augmentation, level tuning, which has me long time left. So there's Rhino 2 versions that people are playing right now. And by the way, you know what? Someone made me think about doing prediction. I almost forgot. That's from yesterday. Different one because I'm insanely good when it comes to predictions. Don't mind this, alright? just enjoy the game and I'll commentate after. So just quickly. Alright, just for the sake of the ritual, this is something from streamers, don't mind that. No, I'm seeing a Sanctify that was already used against the Scepter, so what happens is that he's not going to be able to search. So, Diadem using the Sanctify to be able to slow down Neliel, and I'm seeing a Tribute summon, summoning Desire. And I do think at that point he's not going to be using the effect. I think he's going to go for the attack. There's no point on triggering Destiny Draw. If he's unsure, yeah, okay. So Book of Moon is going to happen. I think that is because Neliel does still not want Diadema to use the effect to then send to the graveyard the Scepter. So not about chasing the side of Neliel to use immediately the Book of Moon. So right now Neliel, if he has any chair, any Scepter, we can see some combinations. But does he have this? Instead he's going to go for Amdusk. So now with Amdusk you discard 2 cards to then retrieve one of the cards in the graveyard. He's going to go for Banishment. And I think with Banishment he's going to go for Contacting Deed to be able to summon 2 Dark Lords on the field to at least have some control. So he's going to be summoning Eggshell, then use the effect of Eggshell to then use Contact and be able to summon a second Dark Lord. So now he has quite the defense. That's at least a given. And of course, because Amdas is the other summon one, he can use one of the spell traps that is in the grave. He's gonna go search with Banishment the Sanctified. So even more defense for Neliel is so far having the field, and of course he cannot attack because of the monster that is set down being Desire, and Desire has 2000 defense. So now it is going to be the turn of Diadema, who is going to have to find a way to deal with the back row rather than the monsters, because of course one of the cards he knows that is going to be the Sanctified, but there's one card he doesn't know about it. Neither I, because of course I'm the caster, so how do I know? And Yojo, hope you're doing good. Cosmic Cyclone, which I believe is targeting the middle card. No, I think he targeted the left one. That will be dumb to target the middle one. So he's targeted the Sanctified, which is going to slow down Neliel, and it is going to be unable to use yet again the Sanctified because it is banished. Cannot retrieve it, cannot put it back to the deck. No more Sanctified for Neliel. Diadema may have the opportunity on the later turns if he ever gets the Sanctified. Unless Neliel also has a Cosmic Cyclone to be able to deal with the Sanctified, which is a thing we can still see. Alright, so we're still in the turn of Diadema. Sets a card. Maybe he'll flip it up. He can actually go for the flip up because I do believe Neliel has nothing in the grave for Dark Lord, so he's gonna be able to force one card, and he forced Neliel's Karma card, which is going to banish Desire. And if there's no back row for Diadema, that is an end of the turn. So very slow Dark Lord. It's not often that I see such kind of game. And no, Neliel gets the Destiny draw. No, the reason is simple. Because he has used two cards from the archetype from the graveyard. We have seen him using Banishment and Contact by the effect of his monster. So he has paid 2,000 life points, giving him Destiny draw. And he's gonna go for Banishment to then search for the Contact. So he doesn't have any lethal setup, but I think he... Actually, no, it is going to be fine for him because he just needs to search Desire. And that is it. Exactly. So Desire, which is going to tribute Amdusk instead of the Scepter, just because the Amdusk has been special summoned, cannot be in attack, and now with Desire he's going to be able to use the effect Send it to the grave and go full in attack mode. That is going to be making quite the damage. 6,300 damage here. Neliel is going to be taking the first point in the war. So first point going for FHX. No, since it is the beginning of the war, we can see a repeat, which is possible. It is rare, but I think in some of the mirror matches, people sometimes go for the repeat. Depending on the staples they play, they can go for that. That's a possibility, but I'm not sure they're going to go for that. We will see the decision they make. Alright, it looks like they're going for the second deck straight. Very understandable choice. This is just to avoid some more mirror matches for no reason, and also maybe be able to save the repeats on a better case scenario. So Blue Eyes is going to be the deck, second deck of Diadema. First turn is going to go for Neliel though, so he may be able to go for the setups. He begins with the Scepter. He does get the Sovereignty. And now by the effect of the two monsters he gets to draw a card, search Sovereignty, then special summon Sovereignty. But he's gonna have the field to make it Xyz, and of course it is going to be Ouroboros. No, indeed, that's a good thing I'm seeing. And he doesn't go for any Xyz. Okay. Must be because of the back row. No, you can actually go for an Xyz, which then has the effect where you forcefully destroy one card on the field. You can do this if you want to do it on a Dark Lord card. Let's say it could be Sanctified, for example, to have it at least in the graveyard because you have a banishment in your hand. and then do the combos. That's one thing you can do. But yeah, the fact he hasn't gone for any assists, it is giving a sign for his opponent Diadema. So let's see what Diadema is going to do with Blue Eyes. And hello Bash, how are you doing? Glad to see you here, mate. Doing good on my side, just commentating of course another team was. Because I've done a co-cast with Mumusara yesterday. So alright, we're gonna have the normal summon of the Ancient Stone. And he's gonna do a Sage into Stone. He's gonna be able to force the back row on Neliel's side. And it was the Book of Moon. Okay, so in that position, there are two ways to use Book of Moon, which is maybe waiting for any play that Diadema does, or else another play will have been the following. If the stone is normal summoned, you do an early Book of Moon. And by doing so, you can make the Sage not being able to use its effect and then special summon a Blue Eyes from the deck. It will have changed just a bit, but not entirely. So no alternative is going to be on the field. Attacks the Scepter does, of course, the attack. It doesn't use defense because there's no point. And the Ancient Stones, which is going to allow Diadema to special summon the Blue Eyes from the deck. So good field on the side of Diadema. And he does have the chair. Now he's going to be able to make an Exceeds. I just wonder which one he's going to go for. I think he's gonna go Capital Imperative. No, even better. Great choice here. Indeed, indeed. Great choice to go for number 91 because he can destroy all the monsters on the opponent's field. At least the face-up ones is the ones he destroys. And at the same time, he's going to be able to destroy the face-down one. So he's in a very good spot. And Neliel doesn't use any other card. He says, I'm gonna go attack and just see what my opponent is going to do. So no Diadema with the stone. He's going to retrieve alternative. We know that he has Blue Eyes in hand, so he can play again with the alternative. If he has any tuner, it is going to give advantage to Diadema. He goes, uses the effect of the alternative against the Spark Dragon. Gets to summon the Sage. And he's going to be able to make a Synchro here. I don't know which one, but actually I'm just thinking if he has Gigantic Castle, it is going to be the end. But I don't know if he plays Gigantic Castle, it could be a possibility. And it is in fact Gigantic Castle indeed, which is going to be enough to defeat Neliel. And that is going to be a 1-1 situation. Very fast duels, and I'm also forgetting because the two players just have one deck left. So no, Neliel is forced to go with the second deck. It can be actually another mirror match because, I mean, of course, a lot of players will be playing Dark Lord and also Blue Eyes, which is an understandable choice. Both of the decks are the best tiered deck in the current meta, so it makes complete sense if I get to see another mirror match. But I don't know if it is going to be the case. We will see. Who knows? Alright, so another Blue Eyes definitively. First turn is going to go for Diadema. So if Diadema is getting any back row, it is going to give him a sort of advantage. We will see what is going to happen. Now, even if I say he needs the back row, he also needs the draws to then be able to discard the correct cards, which will then help him with the blue eyes combos. Otherwise, the staples would just be used for defense, for tempo, while maybe the opponent has all the cards. So let's see how Daidama is going to begin. Begins with the melody. Sounds good. And discards the ancient rules. Not about discard, but not the best, of course, as he will want instead the stone to be discarded. He still gets an alternative on the field so far. And he also gets this stone. That is going to be very good. He gets the synchro very fast. One card said, could be a bait, could be a back row. And he goes, ends the turn, so he's not going to be able to special summon a blue eyes from the deck. Alright, alright. So he's getting at least the field. If the back row is a very good one for Daidama, it can be the end of the game. So we'll see what is going to happen. How is Nelia going to play against the back row, against the field as well? It begins with the Sage searching the stone. Cards of Consonance, which will discard, of course, the stone. Maybe he's looking for alternative. Yup, he's gonna go with the melody right now. Discards the card of consonants. Very interesting choice. But yeah, I guess he didn't have any stone. But it's the one that makes more sense. If he doesn't have a stone, then he kind of do the cards of consonants. So with the melody, you can discard the cards of consonants, and at that point, you get to add 2 blue eyes. He does have the alternative. He's going to be able to special summon it. And Daidama is going to have a response. Raigeki Break is going to happen. Discards the blue eyes to destroy alternative. It is not going to be a good spot for Nilil, but he is setting 2 cards. And at the same time, Stone is here, so he's going to be able to special summon Blue Eyes. But no, Daidama says, I'm going to stay with the Spirit Dragon, so the effect of the Stone is going to be negated by the Synchro. So basically, yep, okay, he can actually chain like that. I think that's good, definitely. Ah, hello Yuri, glad to see you here. I'm really sorry for today concerning the stream. Hopefully we get to do one next week, but I'm definitely getting the members motivated nowadays. Like, it was a hard time for us back in Clan Wars, and for the schedule as well, it wasn't good, but I'm gonna be able to fix one time in the scrim against your team. I'm really excited for that. Promise. So now there's a good feel on the side of Daidama because you have the Azure. And Azure says until the next turn, the monsters cannot be targeted at all by any card effect and they cannot be destroyed by them. So because he had 2 monsters on the field, that was actually very ideal for Daidama, who is going to be getting the win. And that is going to be 2 points for Uchiha to 1 against FHX. So now Neliel is going to be out. We have to wait for the next player on FHX's side. And hello to you, Mystic, by the way. I saw you here. back. Really sorry, I'm just going to go in the game very fast. Chook. And we have Shadow, who's going to be replacing Neliel. Now let's see which deck he is bringing. And hello to everyone coming. Hello Neliel, hello Kira, I'm glad to see you guys here. So I'm seeing, I think this is going to be Onomat or else, depending on the amount of cards. Actually, it could be anything. It's 20, so I guess it is Onomat. Could be also a bait for Dark Lord FA, which is another possibility. Diadem is going to be getting the first turn, gets to some of the alternative. And also gets the stone, so he's going to be able, of course, to make a synchro here, which is going to be the Spirit Dragon, of course. Bah écoute, ça va Kiran? Comment ça va toi? Alright, so almost the same, well actually yeah, same beginning, because he has a set card. Turn 1 in that BA Mirror's Happy. Yeah, true Neliel, pretty much like that. Je suis trop content du support pour Rhea, super merci. Ah bah écoute, tu sais, t'es content pour Rhea, moi je suis content pour Monde Ténébreux mon gars. Je te rappelle que je suis le free-to-play à avoir Dark World complet. J'ai vu Grafa, j'ai joué toute la journée. Toute la journée, le jour où j'ai vu les leaks, c'était direct. Hein. And yo Lancaster. Yo yo. Ah non mais Grafa c'est incroyable mais j'ai jamais cru. Mais j'ai jamais cru, moi j'étais en train de me dire que Konami il allait chier sur l'archétype, il allait te dire toi tu l'auras jamais, tu vois. Jamais de la vie. Et pourtant si. Now Shadow is getting a fair beginning though. Let me see. Going for Azure right off the bat, so of course the Azure will be to dodge any Gagaga Bolt or even any C's that then target one of the blue eyes. I just don't know if he could have waited more, because maybe there's like any card effect that says, hey, you know what, I'm actually going to be... No, actually, no. I do good thinking twice, because I don't think there's a lot of effects from the grave that then tells you, for example, I get to special summon myself. I believe it is only the Go 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 Glove that does the effects, but I'm not sure about it. So most of the effects are on the field and materials. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the war today. That's what I mainly care for. Pareil, j'ai vu les deux magies UA, j'ai fait plein de persos incroyables. Moi, je pensais que ce serait dans une sélection box dégueulasse que je devais les chercher, je te jure. Moi, pour ma part, après, c'est vrai que ça aurait été horrible si c'était le cas pour UA. Ça, je t'avoue. Pour Monde Ténébreux, il y avait des gens qui supposaient qu'il y aurait une boîte de structure, mais ça aurait jamais été le cas. Qu'est-ce qu'il y avait d'autre? Il y avait vraiment un deck que les gens ont pensé que ce serait dans une boîte de structure. Et ça, il y a eu du support, mais je sais plus c'est quoi le deck, mince. Ah voilà, Fire Brotherhood, celui-là. Fire Fist ou Fire Brotherhood, c'est celui-là que vous avez pensé que ce serait dans une boîte de structure. And only sending one card on the side of Shadow so far. He's not going to be making plays. He could actually go for some ranks like level 4, level 6 if you want to go for defense, but I think the reason why he goes on defense is of course he's supposing that there is a Karma Cut. So it is to avoid the Karma Cut that he's not doing anything. Après Magidolls, bon, je pense même pas que ce sera dans une boîte de structure. Selection Box peut-être, parce que voilà, on sait que ça viendra dans une boîte, mais en aucune situation je vois ce deck en tant que boîte de structure. Ça c'est sûr. Et après qu'est-ce qu'on a? Non, après c'est vrai que Zodiac ça aurait été bien, mais bon, Zodiac t'as pas assez de place pour vraiment jouer l'archétype. C'est dommage parce que j'aurais bien aimé voir le nombre de gens excités de voir Zodiac, le genre de deck bien dégueulasse en tant qu'X6 aussi. And yeah, just clean the board after getting to summon alternative. Oof. But yeah, I understand the way Shadow has wanted to play. Like, you don't want to... Well, actually, you can force the Karma God, nonetheless. There's a way to do that, which is to then search for the wind, and if you have another monster, you do your combos. That's one way to do so, to potentially dodge the Karma God. But it also depends on the hand that Shadow had, and if it is a terrible hand, then you cannot do much, sadly. So Shadow has only one deck left. He can go for repeat if he wants to do so. I'm just gonna try to check if I haven't been mentioned. Shadow is on the bottom. I think they're thinking about doing the repeat or not, so they do good to take some time. There's no need to rush things. And I believe they have, by the rules, like 3 or 5 minutes to think of which deck you want to bring as the second deck as well. And actually they're gonna go for a repeat. Okay, sounds good. J'attends que la date de sortie de la boîte pour me faire un moi pareil, parce que je suis en train d'essayer de garder des gemmes. Bah tu vois, monde de ténébreux, je suis obligé de partir dedans. C'est la base, et c'est pareil quand t'as vu les cartes ninja qu'ils ont sorties avec la Xyz, j'étais parti me les faire. Après je suis parti faire Harpy parce que le deck il valait vraiment le coup. So now we're gonna have a repeat. Shadow is yet again playing Onomat, and he's gonna hope for the first turn. He gets the first turn. Il y a aussi la magie SR, formation de Futenki. Ah oui, tout le monde va la chercher x3. Il y a des gens qui sont en train de dire que voilà, pour les decks, tu es là pour justement piocher les cartes comme tu veux. Avec plein de decks tels que Senju, Luna Light, ils vont se faire un régal, quoi. C'est ridicule comme carte. Il y a déjà des gens qui sont en train de penser à ces combos-là, donc ça va être incroyable ce qu'on peut voir. Hein. Après, c'est vrai que non, Harpy, c'est super sympa et... Ouais, voilà. Pour Ninja, c'est spécial. Genre, tu sais, j'étais parti la faire parce que... juste en une fois, mais quand j'ai vu Harpy, je me suis dit qu'il fallait le faire. Oh, no! Skipping a turn! Not even doing anything. Skipping a turn, no Onomat plays. On the side of Shadow. This is no good. Ideally, he can try to go for the Photon Buster, but he didn't even go for that. It is going to be very bad if the Diadema has lethal on second turn, which is a possibility with Blue Eyes. He's gonna begin with the Sage in the Stone. Yeah, c'est vrai, Fire King c'est incroyable quoi, tu tuto Avatar, Wolfbark, ça c'est vrai. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. We have a Blue Eyes special summon on the side of Diadema. And no more special summons, so Shadow survives for a bit more turn. He got very lucky though, because Diadema will maybe have the lethal on the previous turn, but he is going to be the winner. He gets the Hate Trunate, which is sending back the face down card to the hand. By the way, he gets to special summon the Buster. He goes, gives immediately automatic play. He's going to be adding his sister as the child as well. He gets a normal summon sister, of course, to be able to search for a spell. Gagaga Bolt can... Actually, I think it is Gagaga Bolt, but he's going to go for Gagaga Tab, okay? I wonder why. Maybe he has Gagaga Bolt. We'll see. Because if he went for the Gagaga Bolt and just any Xyz4, he will have had the win actually, so... With the spider, so like Malevolent Sin. Oh my Jesus. Those are going to be big stats. Let's see. Wow. So with the Samurai, he's going to be using an overlay on himself and then Gagaga Attack to destroy the 2 Blue Eyes. And that is going to be enough for lethal anyways. With the Gaga Attack, Shadow is going to be taking a point for the team. So 3-2. So this time Diadema is going to be out. And just obtaining these scores on my side. So we have a repeater that worked barely. Let's see if they can keep a streak with the repeated deck. So Uchiha is still having the lead so far. They have 3 points while FHX is trying to get them back. They have 2 points right now. Which deck are they going to be sending is my question. We will see. T'en tiens qui râle. Je vais te taquiner, je vais juste faire un truc. Ça. Alors, ça devrait marcher. Alright, so the next player is in the room. Okay. Because I have to... It's okay. The referee's gonna be doing a good job. Actually, in sport. Well. I'm actually going to be putting the next player, even if he doesn't join, because I think it is told in the chat. Unless he joins the room at the moment I'm speaking, who knows? And it is going to be Italian, so I think it was changing the nickname. I was wondering what happened, because I know I've seen the player in the room, and I was asking myself, what is going on? They don't join the table. And the man was changing his nickname. What a lad. What a champ. No, he's gonna be bringing Yami Yugi, 20 cards, must be a Dark Lord, that's neutral. That's a classic. First turn is going to be going for Shadow though, so I think ideally Shadow will want to get the second turn instead of the first turn to then be able to go for lethal, which is mainly what he is looking for against the Dark Lords, and the Hate Trinade helping out against such deck. He's gonna begin with a sister, so he gets to search the Gagaga Bolt and special summons the Gagaga Coats. So far classic plays is gonna be making XCs of rank 6. It is going to be Photon Strike Bouncer, of course. And he's gonna be ending the turn like that, so a lot of people... And this is going to be a bit personal, all the comments I want to make, but a lot of people go for only 1 XCs when you can actually try to go for 2 as well. Just for the sake of defense in some of the matchups. I don't know if the best is 2 XCs against Dark Lord, but I think, yeah, mainly Photon Strike Bouncer is the most important one. So I do agree with that. I am seeing a Nassan happening. Nassan is going to be discarding these 2 cards, so Contact and Amdusk. Nastan in defense out of all the positions instead of attack. Understandable, plus Nastan can use the effect if he wants to special summon the Amdusk, but he's not going to do so. And Hate Trinade is going to happen anyway. Oof. Findy Shane though on the Photon Strike Bouncer, so no, Nastan is going to be able to go for the effect. That means Nassan can use the Contact and bring back the Amdusk on the field to at least have more defense. Or also at the same time what you can have is that Shadow can go for the Gagaga Bolt on the Fiendish Chain. But I think the best will be on a monster out of all the positions. He's gonna end the turn right now. He's gonna take the time. He doesn't want to hurry up any lethal potential after seeing the Fiendish Chain. Fair enough, interesting. And Italian is also going slow, setting 1 card only. And I think at the same time you have Italian who does not want, and here's the thing, he does not want to use Nastan's effect. If he does so, even if the effect, of the Photon Strike Bouncer is negated, one of his overlays, one of the 2, is going to be in the graveyard. Which Shadow will be able to special summon it by one of the effects, and that is something Italiano does not want to trigger in general. And this second Head Trinate can actually be everything, and I'm actually seeing Head. Ooh, yep. I think that is it, because Head is going to bypass this Fiendish Chain that is already active. So when Head is going to be summoned, he gets to special summon up to 2 monsters back. And oh my god, the Lightning Vortex! Sheesh! Being patient for the Lightning Vortex, which is going to be phenomenal, because even if Nastan uses the effect to bring back the M-Dust that is in the graveyard, it will be destroyed by the effect of the spell. And of course, because he is tributing summon Head, like if he does the special summon or just tribute summon, he's going to be able to anyways use the effect. He brings all the monsters on the field. And that is going to be lethal for Shadow, who gets a point for the team. So 3-3 is going on right now. And of course, Italiano can actually go with his team, decide to go for the repeat if they want to do so. We will see the choice they make. And they immediately go for repeat, no second thought. They're like, this is our content, we sent it for a reason. I'm gonna go back on the second game. Let's see who's going to be getting the first turn. And let's see, so Italiano here.
Duel!
Alright, so first turn is going to go this time for Italiano. He is going to want to ideally have the Star Seraph combo. Otherwise, he can still go for the Dark Lord plays, which will be by special summoning one Dark Lord from the graveyard ideally. I am seeing an Eggshell that was searched with the banishment. Eggshell is going to be sending the contact. Interesting. That's a choice I don't see often. So the Scepter is going to be normal summon. He sets one card and he's going to be ending the turn. Shadow is going to be able to use Dodo to draw. This is very beneficial for Shadow to potentially get any backfire removal. And of course, by using Dodo to draw, you send a Dodo card. This is going to be sending the Dwarf. Or the Glove. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know why this card is named Dodo Dwarf Go 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 Glove. Makes me wonder what name does this monster want to have. Anyways, if I stop making jokes, we have a normal summon of Sister, which is going to be searching for a spell. He goes for the Gagaga Wind, interesting. So he's going to go first priority with the Bolt to destroy the back row. And of course he needs to control... Oh no. Yup. F for Italiano, he did not get a good setup at all. Absolutely not. The fact that it is Cosmic Cyclone, we know it is going to be lethal by Shadow. Going for Photon Strike Bonzer, and with the effect of the glove, you can retrieve one of the monsters in the grave and special summon it, or else special summon from the end, which is from the end because I forget to read the card, and that is its effect. And Malevolent Sin, which is going to be here for game. What a hand on the side of Shadow. Wow. Sheesh. And Shadow is going to be giving the lead for his team. FHX taking the lead here. 4-3. And I appreciate for the follow, Tricky. Hope you enjoy the war that is going on so far. I'm maybe not entertaining enough, but I hope the players are entertaining to you. That's at least what I care for, that the players get to be cared about the viewers. Always the players. So 3-1 for Shadow though. He's going on a streak of 3 with Onomat. But will he be stopped by Uchiha? That's my question. And I think we have already the next player. I'm gonna have to remove this very fast. We have Quietus on the table. Let's see what deck they're bringing. Maybe another Dark Lord, actually, because they do want to counter Automat. And I guess that is the one that makes most sense. That's at least what I believe. And thank you very much for the follow, Italina. For you, though, with the hand you got. Sadly, it is what it is. Horrendous hand for you, though. Man, I feel everyone getting such hands, I will be insanely angry as well. Except with ninjas, which I get a lot of bricks in general, so I cannot talk for that. But like any other decks in general, I speak. Well, now let's see what's gonna happen. So Shadow is going to get again the first turn. Well, not again, but like for the second time, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes they do be like that, Italian. You'll get them next time for sure. Now let's see how Shadow is going to be making the setup. Now, of course, the first card I get to know he's going to be summoning is the Infamous Photon Strike Bouncer. Like, no question about that, but we'll see. I am seeing an Onomat to play, I mean the skill. He sends back the tag and a code. So if he doesn't have a sister, he, I guess, is going to retrieve a sister. It's not forcefully the best for Shadow though, because if you begin with the Dodo the Draw, or you get to be able to use Dodo the Draw, it gets to be very beneficial for the Onomat player. So anyways, Shadow is retrieving a sister and an Onomatopoeia. He actually has a Dodo the Draw, so not that bad actually for him. He gets to normal summon sister. Decides to get the board, and with the code he has to be able to special summon it from the hand. And by the effect of the code, he can retrieve one of the monsters in the graveyard, special summoning. Now using the effect of Sister along with the code, making them level 6. Making the Photon Strike Bouncer here. And Quietus is revealing that it is going to be a Thunder Dragon. I'm insanely slow to realize the tractor and the amount of cards in the deck. Sheesh. No, I'm very interested. I see 23 cards in the deck. He is also playing the Vanilla Thunder Dragon. A lot of people subestimate this card. They think it is always for bricks, but yet again, it's because if you ever get a Levianeer, if you get a just worse brick, this card is helping you for that. So now when you check the graveyard of Quietus, is having a dark, 2 Thunder Dragons, I mean 2 light, 1 dark. So if he does have Levianeer or a way to search for Levianeer, by special summoning it, he's going to be able to use the effect. Now, he has one issue, which is the Photon Strike Bouncer. And instead of that, he still gets to special summon a Dragon Duel, which is good. It is still going to be beneficial for Quietus. So now that Dark is sent banished, he's going to be able to search for a Thunder Dragon. He goes for the Dragon Hawk to be able to special summon a Thunder Dragon from the graveyard or banished, and also opens Gold Sarcophagus as well. 7 Daw, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the war. I hope you enjoy the 2 teams that are currently playing right now instead of the caster. The caster sucks. Facts. Let's see, so with the effect of the roar that has been sent by the effect of the sarcophagus, he got to special summon the hawk. And of course, by the effect of the hawk from the hand, he gets to special summon a Thunder Dragon from the banished pile or the graveyard. He decided to go for the roar. And of course, he can actually go for an Uchihas if he wills to go for that. He can go for the Photon Strike Bouncer as well to counter the Onomat. Else, he decides to attack, and what is going to happen is that this Hawk that is on the field gets back to the hand at the end of the turn. So let's see what decision Quietus is going to make. And on my side, I'm drinking the last. Man, I don't have the word. Sheesh. I'm just drinking water. That's it. And sorry for the noise. And he's going for the assist, so Photon Strike Bonzer, of course, just to be able to counter his opponent anyways. As for the auto of the attack, the obvious, you attack the biggest one in terms of attack with the biggest one in attack. So Dragon Duo on the Photon Strike Bonzer. And gets to banish the spell, interesting. But yeah, also a good choice, I mean, because there's no point on banishing these two, which he can use later on, for maybe another Dragon Duo or a Levineer. Now Shadow is gonna open yet again with a Dodder draw. That Dodder draw can be very helpful if he has the Lightning Vortex. That is, I think, the card that will have the most shadow. But no, Quietus maybe is playing Hand Trap as well. Normal summons the code, and he is going to be using right now the Bolt, and I think he's gonna have to go for the Uchiha indeed. Good choice. Liberating himself from the unavailability of using effects. So right now he can use the effect of the codes, which is going to special summon a monster from the grave. Which one is it going to be is my question. Onomatopoeia. Okay. Good choice because he can actually still special summon from the hand if he has another Onomatopoeia. Otherwise he goes for an Xyz, I guess. Alright, so Shadow going for the Xyz. Malevolent Sin. Okay, so if he's going for that, he must have a Gegaga Wind and another monster to special summon, in my opinion, but he does not get it at all. So Malevolent Sin is only for tempo, because of course the Dragon Duo will be back by the effect of the Malevolent Sin on the field. Another Gold Sarcophagus on the side of Quietus. Who does he banish? It's going to go for the Roar. Roar, which is going to allow him to special summon from the deck again. If he does have, of course, some Thunder Dragons, that will be beneficial. He's going to go for Hulk, bring back a monster. Dragon Duo, because there was an effect to use, he's going to be able to get an attack increase. And no Levineer so far. I do wonder if there's not like... I mean, that is a big doubt I have, but if there's like no... If it's full Thunder Dragon, I'm going to be surprised. Otherwise it is Quietus just not getting Levineer top decks at all. But in any case, the win is going to go for Quietus. So 4-4. Very, very close score between the two teams, so now Shadow is going to have to leave the table. D27, I appreciate for the follow. Hope you enjoy the war that is happening today. I'm mainly caring for you guys to enjoy the war rather than me, the caster, KW. But yeah, hope the war is entertaining enough to you guys. That is what I care for. So the player is already on the table. Who is FHX bringing? It is going to be Sycamore. Sounds good. Sycamore is going to be on the table. Let's see what deck they're bringing, as they know they're fighting against Thunder Dragon, which is actually quite a surprise to see the deck. I know very few teams are nowadays using Thunder Dragons, and it's also a special build, I gotta say that. I rarely see the vanilla Thunder Dragons, but I'm glad to see it actually. Now who is getting it first turn is going to be Quietus, and oh, 25 cards on the side of Sycamore. This is making me think it is Fire King. So let's see how Quietus is going to begin the board. Any Photon Strike Bonzer is of course going to be very nice for Quietus if he does have a play. It begins with the Gold Sarcophagus. You get to banish a card from the deck. It is going to be Dragon Roar. So now he's going to be able to special summon any Thunder Dragon from the deck. Chooses to go for the Dragon Dark, and I think he's going to go with Tributed indeed, very nice. By tributing it, you get to the effect anyways of retrieving anything. He's going to go for the Vanilla Thunder Dragon. Out of all the cards, I did not expect that. Gets to use once the effect, just to shuffle the deck once, then twice, because he's doing it again, of course. And he's going to be ending the turn. No Xyz though. Doesn't have a bad field anyways. But I'm seeing Onslaught of Fire King, so indeed it is going to be Fire King's Destiny Draw. Long time no see, I guess. It has been a month for me. So no, of course, with Onslaught you get to special summon a Fire King from the deck. It's gonna be able to special summon the High King Avatar Garanix, which is going to be enough to deal against the Dragon Roar. Else he could maybe go for Arvada if he wants to go for more control, but the thing is, I mean, if you go for that at the end phase, the monster gets destroyed, and the best one for that will be the High King Avatar Garnix. So he indeed has the Arvada, which is going to be very helpful for the time being. And not only that, but the main factor is that when Dragon Roar is destroyed, the effect gets to be triggered to special summon someone from the deck, and because you have Arvada on the field, it just negates it by destroying a card on the hand. This is gonna destroy the other High King Avatar Garnix. So Sycamore is going to be forced to special summon the two High King Avatar Garnix, and I think yes, he is going to have to destroy Arvada. There will be two reasons for why you have to destroy it. Like, first one will be if you don't have any monster, any fire monster, or I believe Fire King in hand. The second one is because there's no point in wasting the effect to negate one of your Garnix when you actually have another one that has been destroyed. Quietus is going to be able to summon Elduth Lupine, which is very beneficial for him. He gets to banish two cards. Well, banish two cards. Banishes the Thunder Dragon and a Dragon Dark. And of course, effect of Dragon Dark, you retrieve another Thunder Dragon from the deck. Potentially Dragon Duel is my guess. It is still not going to be simple for Quietus to deal with the two High King Avatar Garnix though. It's going to retrieve indeed Dragon Duel. Banishing two cards to be able to special summon the Dragon Duel. Going phase attacking one of the Garnix. And I think that is going to be it. Cannot attack with the Lupine. It doesn't have enough attack. But it also depends on the monster that gets to be summoned on the side of Sycamore. So what is Sycamore going to summon after the destruction of the High King Avatar Garnix? It is going to be Balrog, so yeah. Still going to remain an end of turn. Alright, so it is the turn of Sycamore, who has 3 cards in hand. What is the man going to be doing? Let's see. He gets to summon Arvada, no Xyz whatsoever. Sphere Curry Boy is going to be using the effect. Does Arvada want to use an effect right now? He's going to take the defense position for the Garnix to not waste the effect of Arvada right off the bat. Still destroys a Lupine, but if you destroy a Lupine, you get to have an effect activated, which is that you target a banished monster and add it to your hand again. And I'm surprised he did not go use it. So I guess the reason why he didn't use it because he wasn't sure about the Ghost Sarcophagus, maybe? I wonder why. That was interesting though. Do not trigger Arvada. Indeed, good choice. Yes, indeed. I forgot that after this few Kribo there was indeed timing with Arvada, so yeah. Good call, Michael. No special summon again to not trigger Arvada, I guess. But yeah, the Arvada is going to be very annoying for Quietus if he doesn't have like any way to deal against it. And worst case scenario, I don't know if Sycamore is gonna go for Xyz. He's going for an Xyz indeed. He's gonna try to go for lethal. Going for the Malevolent Sin. Now, will this work for him in favor or not? We will see. It is going to work. He is able to get the lethal he wanted. Sycamore is going to be giving another point to Phoenix High. 4-5 going on so far. So Quietus has to go with his second deck. And right now just waiting for the second deck that Quietus is going to bring. Let's see. Alright, he is having a Blue Eyes, so an interesting matchup here. Blue Eyes against Fire King. I do think Blue Eyes has lead against Fire King in general. Let's see how is this going to go. Sycamore is getting the first turn, begins with one Arvada. That's the good beginning for Fire King, definitively. They don't have the field spell as well, but it is still not that bad if you don't have the field spell yet. It can be searched later on like another kind of situation, so Let's see how things goes though. Sending a card, okay. Oh. Enemy controller, wait. And Juga, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the war that is going on so far. And oh my god, that is a way to go for Sage, okay. I did not even expect the good old enemy controller. So far, very viable for him. Does he have another monster? No. He cannot special summon another one, so he's gonna take the time. By the effect of the stone, he gets to special summon the other blue eyes. And Marcelo, thank you very much for the follow as well. Hope you too enjoy the war that is going on so far. But yeah, taking the time is definitely a good choice, 100%. I am seeing an onslaught going on. And he's gonna end the turn very fast to destroy the two blue eyes. But of course, because there's the stone on Quietus' side, he can search for one of the stones. Yeah, definitely a top deck, in my opinion. On the two sides though, because like the enemy controller was one thing, and then you also have the onslaught on the opposing side. And now summoning the alternative on the side of Quietus. So now Quietus forcing the destruction of the High King Avatar Garnix. And now you have a Garnix that gets to be special summoned from the hand. So now making a synchro, he's going to be able to go for the Speed Dragon, which will negate the Garnix. And now the stone is going to be able to special summon the blue eyes. I think the vanilla? No, he's gonna go for spirit because he wants to save the vanillas, I guess. And I mean, he has one that he can still retrieve from the graveyard, if I'm correct. Yes. One that is still retrievable for Quietus. And of course, the synchro is still in the field. So the effect of the High King Avatar Garnix is negated again. No. Quietus can take that time. He's going to be able anyways to go for the synchro. When he receives the attack, he's going to change into Azure, and it is going to give him protection for his monster, so he's not going to bother at all. He's going to go instead in the Tangle Spirit. Yep, makes a lot of sense. So now we're going to have the effect of Azure that has to be activated on the standby phase, and the same goes for the High King Avatar Garnix, which will destroy only the vanilla blue eyes, because it wasn't protected by the Azure. And that is because Azure is only about the current monsters you control on the field. And interesting, okay, he's going for Stone that retrieves alternative. He does have ultimate dragons. So now he gets to special summon the alternative. I believe he's going to use the effect of the alternative as well. Maybe? Otherwise he's going to take the time, maybe do a twin burst after. I am not going to lie, I don't know what play he's going to go for, because here's the thing. When the monster is destroyed, it has an effect. And we have seen some timing, so Sycamore does have a hand trap, and the only hand trap that does react like that is going to be the Veil. Battling Boxer Veil. Now Arvada has been actually special summoned on the field, which is going to be a threat for Quietus, unless he does have a back row that deals with the card. And Predator, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoy the war. I know a lot of you guys that are following me are rooting for Uchiha. And I know just because I'm reading the names, it is in Portuguese or Brazilian. I'd say Brazilian though, because I know if I say Portuguese, I will be killed. KDW. No, I'm saying polymerization. He is going to go for a fusion. But which one is he going for? He's going to go for Twin Burst Dragon. And me almost getting the wrong name, because I usually say Cyber Twin Dragon instead of Twin Burst Dragon. Making the first attack, which is going to destroy Arvada. And Arvada has an effect, of course, which is to special summon one from the grave. I just wonder if he couldn't attack with the Twin Burst instead. If he attacked with Twin Burst on the Arvada, he gets to then attack another time. But he went and attacked with Alternative. I do think he had the possibility to attack twice, in my opinion. But let's see how is he going to do so. Another attack done by the Azure, so you have the effect again of the Hiking Avatar Garanix that is going to be used. No, he's ending the turn, sounds good. Let's see. No, Sycamore is having the turn this time. And he is going to be passing the turn. He knows that he has some hand trap protection, which is going to be a threat, as Quietus has to force the hand traps at some point of the game. If he has a knockback throw, it can be very good for Quietus anyways. Forces with the 3000. Such an annoying card, by the way. As a hand trap, it is insanely annoying, especially because it has synergy with the Destiny Draw. And there's also a Sphere Karibo for defense. So Sycamore has still 2 guns in the hand, gets the Destiny Draw that has been forced by Quietus, who knows that he has to attack at some point. And Fire King Island is going to be the one he searches for. No, he gets to destroy a card in the hand, which is going to be an Arvada. I did not expect to have Arvada being destroyed. He searches for Barong. Now the effect of Arvada is going to pass by. He gets his special summon the Hiking Avatar Gurnix again. He can... I think there's no point on self-destruction at that point, so he's gonna go for the end of the turn. Lets it self-destroy by the effect of the Arvada, and when it gets special summon, all the monsters will be destroyed. But no, Divine Wrath is going to respond to that. Says no to the effect of Hiking Avatar Garnix. The effect gets negated and stays in the grave. That is going to be very good. He may have lethal, but it does depend on the face down. Has to be Barong, okay. And there's another Veil. Another Veil for Sycamore. He's going to be able to resist for a bit more. Now the Fire King Island is going to destroy the card in hand. It is going to be a Barong. But if it was a high Avatar Gurnings, that will have been the beneficial part. He does not get what he wanted. And I think to me that is it, because Quietus is going to get the win. Yep, searching for the island is just showing that he knows he lost. Quietus getting the win, so 5-5. Very close score, sheesh. So now Sycamore is also going to go for his second deck. Let's see what spice he's bringing again. I don't know. That's all. Okay, let me see what I've done. Yep, okay. I was just verifying the scores very quickly. already going for the next duel. Let me just click that while I'm changing the scores, because I'm updating the sheet. Oh, that is going to be an Evil Eye. Evil Eye. Or Evil Eye. I don't know. I don't have the pronunciation for this archetype, but we'll know which deck it is. And the first one goes for Sycamore, so can be very beneficial. Begins with a Basilius, which is going to send the Gorgoneo. And with the effect of Gorgoneo, you can send one card from the hand, banish Gorgoneo itself, to then search for a Spell Trap that you want. No, I do believe he's gonna go for Evil Eye Selene, else he goes for Medusa. Because he's going to search Pareidolia. He's gonna go for Pareidolia indeed. So no, when the card gets activated, you search a monster. Which one are you going to go for? He goes for Medusa. Fair enough. And only sets one card though, so it's not the most phenomenal turn for Sycamore. Unless he has an Evil Eye defeat, which is still going to be very helpful. But that's it. Otherwise, if he has a Treacherous Trap Hole, it will be very ideal. So let's see, Ancient Rules is going to be used right now. Ooh. Spirit Dragon? No. It is going to be Vanilla Blue Eyes that gets to be special summon on the side of Quietus. And a stone is going to be summoned. Evil Eye defeat is going to react very fast. And I believe it is going to send the stone. The stone will be ideal so you can have a way to maybe get lethal instead of Sycamore. That could be one thing. So let's see what choice he makes. He goes for the stone. But yeah, I think it is not easy to know how to read, because like maybe Quietus will go for a bait as well. No, Sycamore has very few ways to go for lethal. It is not going to be easy. He gets the Storm. It is going to be insanely good. Gets to destroy the Book of Moon. No, he needs right now to get the win. The XC is rank 3, but if he doesn't get it yet, he's going to have to go for the Selene Plays, which is going to be slower, but for tempo. Searches Cataclysm by the effect of Pareidolia. We know he has already one. Oh my god, he has it. That's it. He had a Basilius. He's gonna be able to special summon the Catapulpa by first of all sending Catapulpa to the grave, because it can only be special summoned if you have Catapulpa in the graveyard. So yep. What else can I say? Nightmare Shark time making it for the game. That is going to be another point for FHX. And again, thank you very much for the raid, Aichan. Hope you had a good stream though with the team was. And happy birthday to you again. Okay, what I'm doing. So the score on the bottom. So let me do that very quickly. Very fast. And Alana, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the war that is going on so far. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and then just like that, Adam is going to be already on the table. Oh, Atom. I think they changed the lineup. If let me see, maybe. Sure, I don't know who it is, because maybe it is Reverso. I will say it is Reverso, that's what I suppose, else I'm gonna be writing a Tem. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who he is, so. Let me just write a Tem. Which I believe I know who he is replacing, but that's just a supposition. If anybody knows if Reverso is a Tem, please let me know in the chat. And yeah, thank you very much, Aichan. And no problem, by the way, for the wishes. Can I see the scores? We're fine. Oh, it's Lancaster. Okay, thank you very much, Michael. So that is Lancaster. So his first turn is going to go yet again for Sycamore, who's going to be able to set the field, but he does not get Medusa. He doesn't get yet again the place, but he's having 2 backrows this time. What happened to Pogsham? That has been a long time ago that there was an issue with the Pogsham. A long time ago, because there was like some issue in the United States, that's all I know. Something related to politics. And that the guy who is doing the Pogsham phase has participated in the event, so they were like, just because of that, we're going to remove your emote, which I don't know why you do that, but okay. And then they have it like for some days, they change the face of Pogsham every day, and then they just said, you know what, we're going to use Komodo Hype, which, I don't know, I always use Komodo Hype for Pogsham actually, fun fact. And that Future's Trapple is going to be destroying 2 monsters. Going to be, of course, the Scepter and the Chair. Just over a single tweet. Yeah, I don't know if it is a tweet actually. It is not specific if it is first of all a tweet, but I know it was like a controversy between that and the fact that the guy who does the Pogsham face has participated in the manifestations. I can say more though. So Banishment, which is going to be used to retrieve Eggshell. Of course, Eggshell, which is going to be using the effect, discards a card. Now, which one did he discard? Discard a Banishment. Contact gets to be used. He's going to be able to special summon a Dark Lord from the grave, which is going to be Eggshell, of course. So I don't know what Lancaster can actually do right now, but let's see. Of course, he's going to go for a Banishment. Okay. He does not have any other Dark Lords in the grave, so it does make a lot of sense. Searches for Teska, very good. This will be helping him to tempo, get some more defense for his Dark Lords. So it's never bad. And Mustafa Elki, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you enjoy the war that is going on so far. Nastin is going to be using its effect, going to special summon itself by discarding 2 cards. Which ones are they going to be? Discarding the Teska, discarding the Sanctified. And it's actually about to be lethal if there's no response on the side of Sycamore. First time here. Welcome, welcome, Mustafa. So, a Relay Defeat is going to be used, sends Nastin back to hand. Else, we could have seen Sycamore trying to go for lethal, but I mean, there's the Sanctified anyways, which is going to be insanely annoying for Sycamore. So 2 cards on the side of Sycamore right now. Let's see what is he going to pull out against the Field of Lancaster, looking pretty nice. Having at least the Eggshell, then having any possibility to play as we have a Contact and Sanctified and Banishment on his side, so he has the ways to counter it. I think it's gonna get the. I think it's negating Medusa maybe, but the problem. Let me see first. Basilius. No, he cannot special Basilius, but he can. Yeah, actually he can. So he has to go for Sanctified if he doesn't want to get a Basilius, because Basilius. Basically, if you allow Basilius to be on the field, he's gonna be able to retrieve any spell trap. So he let the effect of Medusa work. Basilius is going to be summoned from the hand. Special summon, of course. Sending its other Pareidolia to then use another Pareidolia to, I believe, search for the Cataplapa. going all in, bro. So no Basilius, which is special summon Gauls, use the effect, will send the Caterpillar to the grave, and I guess banish a Pareidolia or the Gorgoneio, which I believe is in the grave. Yes, exactly. So one of the two he can go and banish. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he's sending a spell trap to the grave, so I guess he's gonna go for the second Gorgoneio, else let's see, what could he be sending? Actually, there's one he can go for, but I just forgot the name sadly. I'm gonna stay quiet and we will see. Alright, yeah. The Awakening is the one he's going to be sending instead. Gorgoneio using the effect, which will be lit. No, searching for a card. Yeah, going for the defense here, going to go for defeat for the time being. No, if there is one way for him to retrieve for the... What should I say? Ideally, having a Selene will be very good for Sycamore as well, just to be able to not get targeted. Making an Exceed right now, he's gonna go for the Jagged Brilliant. Ooh. Now, of course, it will not make sense to go for Nightmare Shock, so going for that is actually not bad at all. He's gonna try to go for the Digital Bug for Beige. And he's just going to force the effect of Ixal to use the Sanctified. Actually, it's not a tournament, most of it. It's actually completely different, but sounds good. Hope you have fun with Thunder Dragon, definitively. I just wonder though, if you're playing some vanilla dragons though. The vanilla Thunder Dragons are insanely underrated. And well, okay, no, I'm very surprised. I did not expect to see at all the Gaia Dragon, but I think it can make a lot of sense in the extra deck, so wise choice. Gaia Dragon can only attack the Scepter, but it is still a card that he wasn't able to deal against. No, Ixal is going to go use the effect of the Contact to special summon one. And I just realized that Lancaster is playing level augmentation in the bottom wishy because of the Tractor. I'm insanely slow again. I'm about to have my head cut by the people, I'm sure. Alright, so no. He's going to try to force the Tractor with the Desire. And yeah, Miss Gold, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you enjoyed the war that is going on so far. The Forbidden Lance is going to go here, protect the Desire. Desire going to be able to use the effect, send the Gaia to the graveyard. And I don't think it is lethal yet, is it? 900? No! It is not going to be lethal, but by almost a few points. 300 life points remaining for Sycamore. But I don't think there's any way for Sycamore to come back unless he's using the effect of Gorgoneio if it is in the grave. But no, he's going to be scooping. It is going to be a win for Lancaster. So 6-6. Yet again. Scores are always being 1-1-1-1. Like step by step you're having some points getting increased on the two sides. Sheesh. So Lancaster is going to be remaining on the table, but Sycamore has to leave the table and let another player from FHX join. Beaucoup trop chaud, dis-tu. Bon, pour le commentaire, comme d'hab, Skyblue, comment ça va, mon gars? Putain, ça fait mal. En plus que je t'avoue, le mois prochain, mais je vais galérer, genre j'ai plein de taf à faire. Mais en juin, je serai de retour hein, pour toute chose. Comment ça va sinon? Alors, franchement, tu m'as fait une surprise, mon gars. Nice. Ah bah écoute, cool ça. Cool. Ah, tu vas bien, ça c'est bien ça. Content de le savoir en tout cas. Non, vraiment, moi ces derniers temps, je suis quand même très content. Enfin, l'année qui s'est passée, même si t'as le confinement, j'étais content du fait de connaître la classe que j'ai actuellement parce que les gens sont incroyables quoi. Ils m'ont donné motivation de fou pour les streams, bah, pour les études aussi, tiens. Enfin bref quoi, il y a des trucs très sympas. Très 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 sympas. So just right now I'm waiting for the next player of FHX, so that's why I'm having the screen by the way. Je m'appelle Scorpion. Glad to see here the score then. Hope you're doing good, buddy. I'm fine, my man. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good so far. I mean, I'm casting here with the team was, as you can see here. And yo, son, hope you're doing good as well. We're winners. Let's see who's going to be the next player. I'm not spoiling myself, by the way. I'm just gonna see who it is. Reveal yourself. Bon, BG, bon stream, je repasse plus tard. Y'a pas de soucis, mon gars. Je te dis à la prochaine, comme d'hab. Et puis, j'espère un de ces quatre te raid aussi. Hein. Ça viendra un jour, tu vas voir. Je te promets. Allez, à la prochaine, mon gars. So now we're gonna have Rui on the table. It's time to join. Let's see what deck is he bringing, though. Gonna be maybe quite a surprise, who knows? Yami Yugi is going to be the one. So I guess it is going to be Dark Lord, maybe. Else it is another Viking, which will be a big surprise. But I'm seeing 20 cards, and if it is 20 cards, it must be Dark Lord. Lancaster is going to get the beginning. Summoning Scepter. Does he have Sovereignty? He does. So we're going to be seeing the Xyz combo with the Star Seraph Scepter yet again. The infamous Star Seraph. And then also using Eggshell, because why not? He also gets to discard Sanctified, which is going to be very good. Very, very good for Lancaster. Making, of course, a Ouroboros, because why you wouldn't go for this one? Gonna be using the effect to send a card to the grave, sends the Desire, which could be annoying. But it's not the priority in general, but it's still going to be a good hit. But I think if you get to send a Banishment or a Star Seraph on Rui's side, that will have been very good. So now let's see first of all what happens. Contact that brings Eggshell. Eggshell can go for the Contact. And then he has another Dark Lord that will go for the Banishment, but I don't think he has a Dark Lord. So he's gonna go only for the Banishment. And with the Banishment, let's see which card he's going to retrieve is my question. It's Teska. Teska for protection makes a lot of sense. Gonna be an end of turn. It is going to be Rui's turn. So now Rui has only 4 cards, he's still gonna go for some combos here. Ideally if he has the Star Seraph one, it is going to be very good for him, otherwise he has to go for the Dark Lord combos. Alright, he's going for the Banishment so far. Banishment searching for Eggshell, which is going to allow him to draw 2 cards. After discarding a card, of course. From the speed of thoughts, it looks like Rui does not have yet any Star Seraph. So my guess is that he's going to go for the Dark Lord plays. Let's see. just going to be quickly back. Enjoy the duel going on, guys. I am back. Hopefully I didn't scare you guys. So right now it's summoning Hand on Mac using a level augmentation to hopefully go for lethal, but I think it is going to be lethal from the looks of it. Because there weren't any background on the side of Rui, and it is going to be lethal. Unless there's any backup, but no. No hand trap at all. Going to be a point for Lancaster yet again. No, changing yet again the lead. 7-6 is going to be the score going on. And they're going to go for a repeat. So Rui yet again is going to be playing Dark Lord with Destiny Draw. This is also going to be the last one, last repeat on the side of FHX. We'll see if it is going to be paying off for them. Alright, so Rui is on the table, leaves again, and he'll be back. Of course, players can take the time, because of course I will be watching anything, like especially Discord, in case the chat doesn't speak, because everyone is busy with work as well, or even watching, playing, doing whatever they want. Absolutely normal. I have to entertain, I have to comment, I have to do something. But I'm certainly not an entertainer like Mumusari. Like, he is in another league though. In another league. Here's a monster. So no Lancaster is yet again going to be getting this first turn. So he's going to be able to set the field. Pretty much it. Let's see how he opens this time though. So using Banishment to search Excel and go for the level augmentation on the Hang on Mac. Even goes using the effect of Excel to then draw 2 cards by sending the test card. Card goes through. Always. But if there's any Book of Moon on the side of Rui, or if he gets to draw it, it is going to be good, but he needs a Book of Moon right now. It is not going to be simple at all for Rui in my opinion, but we'll see. So banishment is going to be used. Now banishment will be banished by the effect of Hang on Mag. It goes for Eggshell anyways, sounds good. It is very risky what is going to happen because just by Hang on Mag will be making all cards used by Rui banished unless there's like any back row that Rui can use. So if there's any... And here's the thing, like if he has any Book of Moon, Rui takes the lead on this exact match. I mean exact duel. He will go first with the Star Seraph Scepters. Sovereignty gets to be special summoned, of course. Will be able to search for one more Sovereignty and gets to draw a card by the effect of Sovereignty, but does he have the card he wants? He drew twice by the effect of the Sovereignty. Does he have it now? Is my question. He does get finally the Book of Moon, which is going to be still fine for him. He's able to get it, and the question I have, does he have any Nastin? Nastin will be enough for lethal as well against Lancaster, otherwise it is still going to be good damage against Lancaster. Yeah, true Scorpion. That will be horrendous if it ever happens that he doesn't get to draw Book of Moon. Especially since you're using Star Seraph, which is the engine that lets you draw so many cards in a ridiculous way. So Ouroboros is going to be using the effect forces a discard on his opponent's hand. Mace and Nas in this card doesn't look bad at all. And that is not going to be lethal, but it is going to be damage anyways. No. Let's see what is going to happen though. Stars are set to summon on the side of Lancaster. Sovereignty, which will also be summoned. I think Rui is going to be waiting for the good timing before using one of his cards, like maybe a Book of Moon. I don't think Fiendish at all. Let's see. He's not using any cards yet. And the Xyz passes. He also makes an Ouroboros. Lancaster also with the Ouroboros, which is going to be forcing the destruction of the card. He goes for the back row. No, my question is, I think it's gonna send one card from his hand to the grave, doesn't he? Else is gonna go for the Ouroboros, the opposing one. He's now sending an overlay. Let's see which effect he goes for. And he's going to target the Ouroboros, sending back to the Escher deck. So at least he gets to slow him down when it comes to the Xyz. Actually using the effect right now with banishment, so I think he's looking for the Sanctified indeed. And if there's two back rows, Lancaster is going to have quite the lead in this duel. But he's not going to attack, or does he? No, he doesn't go for it. He doesn't want to trigger Destiny Draw. The ideal thing, like one thing to know is that you can go for the Destiny Draw force to your opponent if you have the Sanctified that is in the graveyard. Because that means there's almost no way for your opponent to really retrieve the Sanctified in general. And especially if you have Rui, well, let's say in that situation that Rui had less than 1,000 life points. It is not the case anyways. Banishment will be used, retrieves the Naspen. Scepter being summoned, and the Sovereignty, which also gets to be summoned. And he also gets the Scepter. Oh my! He got a wild opening. Sheesh. He's not going to be able to do any Xyz anyways though, after getting the Wicked Moon, but that was a wild opening for Rui. Senti back row, ending the turn is going to be the turn again of Lancaster. We're going to be seeing a banishment happening right now. He gets to summon Starstruck Scepter, sounds good. He did not use any effect of Ouroboros yet. He could have tried to go for Ouroboros, but interesting. So we're in the battle phase. How is he going to attack? He's going to be able to destroy the face down scepter with another scepter. Ouroboros attacking the face up scepter here just to deal most damage. NHL destroying the Sovereignty, so Rui completely slowed down. Lancaster having the lead because of his field right now. That turn 1 really helped him out to go for the combos. Especially the Hang-On Mac was like very annoying because you have some cards that got to be banished. Rui is hitting 2 cards, ending the turn here. No, Ouroboros is going to be using the effect again to force one of the cards, and I think, okay. Yep, selects a card from his opponent's hand and send it to the grave. Now, will Rui respond to that or not? That's my question. Sanctified Dark Lord is going to respond immediately. And it is going to negate the effect of Ouroboros. It is going to be here just for more tempo. And now it is math time, but for me he does have lethal anyways. And he changed Scepter into defense. Still, that was I guess to see what card was face down, and I don't think that was bad choice at all. Actually, depending on the backer though, if this is a Book of Moon, Rui can go for a Destiny Draw, but I don't think... Yeah, there was no Destiny Draw used at all on the side of Rui. That's what I remember. Receives the damage again. Book of Moon revealed, of course, which is going to target the Desire. And there's no Forbidden Lance as well on the side of Lancaster, so the Desire was not protected from the Book of Moon to be able to go for lethal. And so you have the Destiny Draw that is happening. In a very complicated situation, I don't know if Rui is going to be able to change the whole situation. All he needs is to do one attack, and a successful attack. He's going to be able to special summon Levianeer. Levianeer uses the effect. And Sanctified is going to immediately respond to that. Exile is going to be sent to the grave. And this is going to allow Lancaster to retrieve life points, and Rui is not going to be able to go for that play as well. Yeah, that's the thing. Almost nothing he can go for Deidro except Legionnaire ideally. Like, for me that will be one of the only card actually. The only one. But yeah, indeed that's a GG Hills. Nothing else he can do. Yes, that as well. The Ouroboros was used correctly. Okay, I'm thinking that he has the Forbidden Lance if he's doing this play. Yup. Oh my god, and it's 550 on point as well. Sheesh. Lancaster anyways is going to be taking the point. Finally a different kind of lead, so 2 points. We're back with the 2 points lead. The counter did not work, so Rui is going to be out. And so the last player is going to be Ken. Yeah, pretty much that. Exactly, Z plus G. I saw you in the chat, by the way, Jumpy. You cannot escape my eyes. Follow Jumpy immediately. That's my tip. A good broski of mine from the clan was streamers. I do wonder if he... I think you stream Team Wars as well. I'm sure you stream Team Wars, right? Do you? Because I believe you do, and if so, yeah. Make sure to follow me as well. And Ken is going to be the last player to join on the table. Yeah, you stream both. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's go for the last road, shall we say. We'll see how it goes. Sarah, so level augmentation, mirror match, Dark Lord. Who is going to be getting the first hit? It is going to be Ken. And let's see how Ken is going to begin. He's going to begin with a classic Star Seraph Scepter onto Sovereignty. He's getting the Xyz right off the bat. He's going to be able to make, of course, the Ouroboros as well. What a lad, look at that. Getting the opening. And by the way, Sarah hype. Sarah more hype than Carly though, I'm sorry, but I like the 2 tractors by the way. 100%. No worries about it. No. I'm not going to comment anything because you guys know what is going to happen. He actually gets the Nastin. Ooh, looking like a good discard actually. Stupidly not, it doesn't look bad, but if Lancaster has any Book of Moon, he will be able to set down the Nastin. And then he gets the lead, because he will be able to go for his Star Seraph plays, or potentially the FA ones. So we'll see what is going to happen. Hangman is going to be summoned. And of course Nastin will have to respond immediately before the resolution of level augmentation. Going for level augmentation. And yup. Doesn't get the attack until the end of the turn, but Hangman Mag, know that is on the field, is going to be annoying. Ooh, he gets... That's a way to win. Lightning Vortex for a game. And hello to you, Blitzcorgi. Glad to see you here, brother. The ninja brother here. I cannot believe it. So 7 to 8. And Lancaster has to go for his last deck. And I know you're streaming as well, Blitzcorgi. And since I named you my ninja brother, I have to give you a shout out. Easy. Let me just change the score because I think I'm forgetting. Let me see. Ryu was out. Ken getting the win. They're immediately on the duel, so I'm gonna click on that as well. Let me just change the score now. Lancaster, 1 win, 1 loss. So Uchiha is still having the lead so far. And yup, should be Dark Lord's Destiny draws yet again. More of the classic decks. And no problem with Corgi. So another Scepter has been summoned. He gets to draw Sovereignty, but he does not get the combo because he does not have another Sovereignty, but he sets 1 card. Will it be enough though to counter Ken? Or simply block Ken from the win? So Banishment is going to be looking for Excel on Ken's side. And Excel is going to discard the Sanctified, but then Death. Ooh la la. Okay. Okay. Divine Wrath on Dark Lord. That's a huge surprise. I don't know what else to say. But big bait, because Star Seraph will be summoned. And then a Sovereignty. So he gets to draw 1 card and search Sovereignty. And because he gets to special summon Sovereignty, he searches another card. I swear, if there's any Nastin, it is going to be ending this duel. That would be stupid, but I hope not. I'm gonna say it straight, I hope to not see a lethal here. Ouroboros, okay, but still. Let's see. Alright, Ouroboros. This card is one of the cards. The Divine Wrath was like still good because you don't want the opponent to draw that much cards. And that's one thing to note. Contact will be used to bring back the Excel. And yeah, does not look like he has lethal. Actually, no, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. He has the Banishment, ladies and gents. He will be able to search for the Nastin for lethal. Oh, sheesh. He's going for Tesca instead, but I guess maybe he has the Nastin in hand. Yeah, forcing the discard of one of the cards. And sets a card so he does not look like he has it. Ending the turn. So Lancaster will have to survive with 2 cards against a Dark Lord that has already the Sanctified in the grave and a back row. It is going to be insanely difficult for Lancaster to even win here. Unless he maybe has like a card to defend himself, but he is going to be ending the turn looking like it is going to be lethal here. The Taken Chair though was clearly something you don't forcefully accept like to get as a top deck, because the thing is he negated Excel to stop the 2 cards to be drawn. So having both the Scepter and the Sovereignty was very lucky. Very lucky, and there's nothing else he can do sadly. I think Ken is going for the all-in just in case there's any hand trap. Especially battling Vogue Surveil actually. I will be surprised to see this card as well. Let's see. Ouroboros making the attack first of all. He has not even used the overlay as well, but yeah, it's going to be lethal anyways. And we're back at a very similar score, 8 to 8. Lancaster is going to be out and another player will have to join the table, the last one, which is going to be a reversal. Yeah, that's a lol moment. I have nothing else to say, I'm not gonna lie. And the player already in the table, what the hell. Honestly, big up for getting so fast on joining the tables. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed. No, I'm the one impressed, Reverso. Impressed that you go fast inside the table. You guys have good leaders. Always go fast joining the tables. Especially if you know, for example, if you have a loss actually and you know in advance, feel free to join the room in advance. I think that's the best thing to do. Not forcefully because it is like the last player in your team, but like if you know which deck you want to counter, do so. Anyways, we're gonna see a Blue Eyes on the side of Reverso, and he gets the first turn. So let's see how Reverso is going to be playing against Ken. As for the matchup, it is going to look interesting because the FA version can actually dominate against Blue Eyes, but because Blue Eyes gets the first turn, he will be able to play normally around the Summon of Hangman match if he does get any back row. Oh no, not looking like the best beginning at all. Ancient Rule, special summoning the Spirit of White. No back row Sally for Reverso, and there's the Star Strap Scepter combo happening again on the side of Ken. The Sovereignty being special summon gets to search another Sovereignty as well. Another one being special summon, of course, again. Blue Eyes with black wing sleeves and Keki command, that's true style. True. It's always fun to have like different sleeves and all that. So Deltros is going to be special summon for what? I think there was no reason for the Deltros, unless he's thinking that the monster will be destroyed later, but why don't you go for Ouroboros is my question. And he has like the oh man. Alright, I'm going to stay quiet. Unreal. He gets the lethal. This is almost looking like a situation where they're going to want to use the repeat for reverse with the Blue Eyes, which they called as the matchup is not bad at all. Damn. Such a break, it's very sad. Very sad for Reverso. It's another win though for FHX, they take loose. And they're already going for the next duel, so I know this is a repeat. I just need to go to Discord once. My phone is stupid, but no worries, I know it's a repeat. Yes, indeed, it is a repeat. Deltros to prevent tributing DSOW. Wait, did Deltros to prevent tributing? Oh, Dragon Spirit of White. Okay, okay. I now understand the tab, but yeah, that's what I thought though. But the thing is, to me, it just doesn't matter which one you go for, Zetsu, because like, when you go for the Scepter summoned, and you have two Sovereignty being special summoned, to me the thing is that you still have timing to destroy the card. Like, it is above anything else. You do the Xyz, and you have the Scepter being equipped to the monster, the first effect that gets equipped for the time being is Scepter, which is saying you destroy a card. So at that moment you will have the Dragon Spirit of White anyways destroyed, so I don't think it changes much. Unless it was like, for example, 3 Sovereignty on the field, then indeed go for Deltaros. Absolutely go for Deltaros. At least that's my opinion though. People can discuss about it. If they're not agreeing with me, it is a subject of matter. No, Ken is going to be using Banishment, retrieving the contact, and sets a card. He's going to be taking it slow. which I think it is to dodge the back row of his opponent, especially if he does not have anything. And now the back row set on reversal side was going to be taking the time, but seems that Kenny is also taking the time for the time being. Setting another card again. He's playing reversal's game. And yet again an end of turn. What the fuck is this game? What is going on here? Very simple. If there's one of them playing karma card, you just break all the combos. So the first one to do this is going to be able to stop the combo, then go for potential lethal. So for example, let's imagine that Reverser is not playing well. We're on the main phase right now of Ken, so imagine Ken is summoning something. Karma card, banish something. At the end phase, you get to have a Dragon Spirit of White, banishing one of the spells round. Okay, so now Cosmic Cyclone is going to be used since the Cards of Consonance. Okay, no, I think that's completely changing. For me, this is like Reverser is breaking so hard. Oh my god, no. The fact that Cards of Consonance gets to be banished for me is like, that doesn't seem a good sign at all. I'm sure Reverser breathed and I don't have words. That's not funny. Yeah, so far Kenny with the stars are opening, but yeah, clearly. Like when you see a consonant being banished, for me it's that blue eyes bricked. But Karma card is still going to make an appearance, is going to be using it. Discards the Spirit of White. Yeah, exactly silent. Exactly. No stone is just insanely bad for reversal. Yep. Like, here's the thing, like, at some point I don't have anything to comment, because I know I've seen this once as well somewhere else. Like, all I can say is that big F. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Like, they have to be based on their spells and traps for the time being. If he has a stone, he still has a chance to maybe set more cards or deal with his monsters again, but since we're talking about Dark Lords, it's if you don't act quickly with all of your combos, Dark Lord will be dominating you. It pretty much goes that way, so Reversal is in a very extremely bad spot. Yeah, he can actually try to go for the deck out. Melody is going to be used though, forcing the discard of the blue eyes. Alternative going to be searched, and now the blue eyes. Sets a card and is going to be taking the time. He has a turn. No special summon of alternative to not trigger one of the back row of his opponent. It doesn't have a choice but to be based on that. And the Scepter is going to be summoned anyways as well. Karmakas is going to respond immediately. Karmaka discarding a blue eyes, targeting the Scepter. And the Scepter is indeed going to be banished. Sovereignty is being an attack right now. And he's pushing the attacks here, just dealing some damage here, taking the time. He knows he's not scared of the back row, maybe being a fake back row as well. Yeah, pretty much that Discord. Indeed, indeed. So right now the ton of reversal, he has at least a Sage, which the Sage is going to be looking for the stone. That is at least given, but not only is it going to be hard for Reverso to play against the Dark Lord right now in the state, but he is going to have to pay attention to the amount of cards in his deck. He's going for the cards of consonance, sending the stone, allowing him to draw 2 cards. And I think he's gonna go for the alternative anyways, and then be able to get Lisa. No Sage into Sage. This is an all-in. No, he could have actually enough attack to deal with the 2 Sovereignty. So let's see what's gonna happen. First of all, Sage into Sage, allowing him to special summon the Blue Eyes. And only goes for the battle phase right now. Oh no. And Book of Moon is anyways going to be used, flipping back the Blue Eyes. So the attack is going to be denied. But because he has a stone, Reverso is still going to be able to bring a Blue Eyes. No? Let me see why. So 1 Blue Eyes, 2. Oh, actually. Yeah, why didn't he? He could have used the stone. He didn't go for the stone at all. Just to retrieve a Blue Eyes and be able to special summon the alternative. What? Because I believe the stone you can use it, the turn it is sent to the grave. Deltras is going to be summoned, and by the timing, is going to be able to destroy the opposing Blue Eyes. But there is a Fiendish Chain. Reverse is still going to be able to protect his own Blue Eyes. At least that's a given. Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have any more targets in the deck, so I don't understand why he didn't use the stone to retrieve one of the Blue Eyes. Which for me doesn't really make sense. Nassen will be special summoned, and Nassen is using an effect, going to be using Contact to retrieve another Dark Lord on the field. And that's only the beginning of the cycle for Ken. Yeah, maybe that heals indeed. And level tuning is actually going to be the skill. Oh my. Level tuning out of all the skills? No way. That took me by a huge surprise. This is going to be lethal by just a Malevolent Sin. And me, I thought he was using level augmentation all the time. Sheesh. Nossa. Wow. I have no words. I sincerely have no words. Wow. Man. There were a lot of good duels as well. Definitely, but these last 2 games are depressing. But nonetheless, congratulations for Phoenix High to get a win finally. They got an insanely horrendous streak of losses as well. We have to take that in account. They got 6 losses in a row. and this is only their first win. But Uchiha is going to be taking in their house a loss. No, as I say, Uchiha still has a chance to go for playoffs if they get 2 more wins. They have to believe in themselves, and I also trust in Uchihas. But yeah, going to be very good for Phoenix time, and I'm also glad to see the team as well proving their strength. But yeah, this last 2 duels, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm still going to be wishing the 2 teams good luck on their next WA, and I think I'm going to be ending things here. But before that, I almost forgot that I have to end the prediction because I'm such an awful streamer. Take W. Yeah, you go for a second. Yeah, you do good, Nico FM. Hopefully you guys can get to 2nd place at least. Whenever, maybe you guys get the win. And Miyuko, thank you very much for the follow. I'm sure that must be your... No, it's Mikoto Miyuko. It's not the same. I almost got baited, lol. Yeah, what else can I say? I'm going to be sending you guys to a raid. I don't know who, but because it is finally on my channel, I get to decide who we can troll. If you guys want to join me on a raid, let's say we take a little streamer, we're like, here's a little, let's see his reaction or something like that. We could try that. Sometimes it's always fun to see the reaction on how people does it. Oh, actually, I know who. It's going to be a friend of mine. So let me see. I'm gonna prepare the raid. Obviously optional, guys. You don't need to join me. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sending you guys to maybe another team wars. So now for team wars, just for your information, guys, we have Redlock, who is doing so LT versus Fallen Angels. There's this one you can join. There's another team wars if you want to join as well. 9Fox15 doing, actually it is about to end, but it is PH versus GR. So Garuda, Thara against Garuda. And these are all the team wars we have, and I'm gonna be ending here the stream. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Have a good day, evening.